Good morning students. Today we are going to start our next chapter, that is whole numbers. So before starting this chapter, these whole numbers, we must know about the natural numbers. So just understand what are natural numbers first. Natural numbers. So all the counting numbers which comes naturally, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. All these counting numbers are natural numbers. So you might have observed, whenever you start count something, you always start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So all the counting numbers which comes naturally are natural numbers. We denote natural numbers by n. Now whole numbers. So whole numbers are all the natural numbers along with 0 are called whole numbers. So what does it mean? All the natural numbers along with 0. That means it includes all the natural numbers and along with it includes 0. Means होल नंबर्स में हमारा क्या होता है कि जो हमारे नेचुरल नंबर्स थे, नेचुरल नंबर्स हमारे क्या थे 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 एंड सो ऑन, उसके साथ साथ हमारा 0 भी इंक्लूडेड रहेगा इन होल नंबर से, इन होल नंबर्स में. सो व्हाट विल बी द रेंज ऑफ द होल नंबर्स? इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम 0 एंड 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Up to infinity it will go. We denote whole numbers by the letter W. And the range of the natural numbers is from 1 to infinity. So most of the students get confused in remembering the range of these numbers, means natural numbers and whole numbers. So there's a particular trick to remember the range for these numbers. If we will look at the spelling of the whole numbers, so if we will notice properly, there is a particular word whole. Whole means it must include 0. So we can learn or we can remember the things by this, that the whole numbers means the range of the whole numbers will start from 0 and goes up to infinity. So the next topic will be predecessor and successor. Now in your previous classes you might have done what comes after this number, what comes before this number. So this predecessor and successor is the same thing as we had done in previous classes. So predecessor, you can learn this thing from these words. Pre means previous, and here success means, that means now suppose you are in at the moment you are in 6th class, so you get the success and you increased in your standard. That means you were in 5th class, and when you get this success you came into this 6th class. So success means that you will have to add something in that. So that is our rule says, for the successor you will have to add +1 to the given number, and while finding out the predecessor of any number you will have to subtract 1 from that given number. Let's understand this thing with the help of an example. Suppose we will have to find out the successor of 799. So as I told you, success means you will have to add something in that number. So 799, so we will have to add 1 into this number. So 799 plus 1, it will become 800. Now predecessor means previous number. So previous number means we will have to subtract 1 from this number. So 3789, when we will subtract 1 from this number, we will get 3788. Now the next topic is number line. Number line means the line which consists of the numbers. So here I have drawn a line in which I marked these whole numbers. So this is a number line of the whole numbers. This side, right hand side, will be the right side of this line, and the left hand side will be the left side of this line. So if we will look at the distances between any two numbers, so you will see equal distances will be there. So means if we will subtract from distance, if we will have to calculate distance between these points, so 1 minus 0 will be 1, 2 minus 1 will be 1. So all these numbers is having a distance of 1 unit. So and all these distances are equal. We can perform many operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication on this number line. Suppose first we will have to perform the addition on the number line. So let's understand this with the help of an example. Suppose we will have to add these numbers 1 plus 4, and we will have to show the answer on the number line. So how we will do it? Just mark this 1. The first number we will have to mark on this number line. So this will be our starting point. And according to the second number we will have to jump. So 4. So we will have to start from the 1 and we will have to jump 4 times. So after 1, first time when we jump, we will reach at 2, second time, third time, fourth time. So we will have to jump 4 times. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. So after jumping 4 times we will get 5. That means when we will add 1 with 4, we will definitely get the answer as 5. So with the help of this example, we understood this thing, that whenever we will have to perform addition on the number line, we will have to move from this left side to the right side, because we are adding something. Whenever we add something to any number, we get the number which is greater than both the numbers. So in the number line, whenever we perform addition, we move from left side to the right side on the number line. Now suppose we will have to perform subtraction on the number line. This thing also we can understood well with the help of example. Suppose we will have to subtract 5 from this 11, means 11 minus 5 we will have to do. So the first number, this number will be our starting point. We will have to start from this number, and this second number, this means how many times we will have to make jump. Okay, so here we are having 5, so that means we will have to start from this 11 and we will have to jump 5 times. Now let's start from this 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when we make jump 5 times, that means 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, we reach to the 6. So whenever we subtract 5 from 11, we will get 6 as our answer. So you can observe with the help of this example, while performing subtraction on the number line, we move from right side to the left side. So while performing subtraction operation on the number line, we move from right side to the left side. Now suppose we will have to perform multiplication on the number line. So this is quite different from the addition and subtraction. Why I am saying so? Because here we always have to start from this. Initial point will be 0, or the starting point will be 0 in the multiplication. Now here we will have to, in the example, we will have to multiply 4 by 3, means 4 into 3 we will have to perform. This second number always show how many units we will have to consider at a time. That means here we are having 3. That means we will have to consider 3 units at a single time. And the first number will always show the number of jumps. This will show the number of jumps which we will have to make. So second number will always show the units we will have to consider at a single time, and the first number will always show how many jumps we will have to make, and the starting point will be 0. Now when we will start from this 0 and we consider 3 units at a time, so that means 1 2 3. So we make the first jump on 3. 4 jumps we will have to make, like 1 2 3. Second jump we will reach at 6, 1 2 3. On the third jump we will reach at 9. 4 jump 1 2 3. On the fourth jump we will reach at 12. So when we will do multiplication of 4 and 3, we will get 12 as the answer. So when we perform multiplication on the number line, we always start from the point 0, means from this 0 we will have to start, and we always move from left side to the right side.